Hi everyone, it is with love. I am back with another tarot read video. Today we'll be taking a look at Capricorn's energy for the month of March. And as you all know, I am doing a serpent read, which is basically, if you know ancient history about the serpent, the snake eats its tail, which is the completion of a cycle, but the start of a new cycle, which is the renewal of energy. So in this, we'll take a look at how Capricorn feels internally currently, how they feel emotionally, and then how they're showing up. And then we're going to take a look at 4 major events that are going to take place in the month of March, and we're going to see what are the details that go with these major events. And I'll try to give as much help as I possibly can in this read. So before I did the read, I did the pre-shuffle, laid the cards out so it can be easier for you all to just soak in the knowledge that I have seen in your all's energy. So the Capricorn is feeling a sense of detachment. Detachment is the liberation from emotional or material dependence, allowing you to maintain independence and balance. Detachment is not about giving up, but releasing what no longer serves you, enabling you to value the world with clarity. The way that you are showing up is justice. Okay, so that means for the month of March, Capricorn, you're going to be living in a state of detachment where you're balanced, you're not giving up, you're just releasing what does not serve you, and justice will come in. So whatever it is that you've been battling right now, you have accepted what it is, but you have not given up on who you are. The first major event that is going to take place in your life is you're going to come up as the thinking woman. Either you're going to come up as a thinking woman or someone is paying attention to you. They're thinking, but their focus hasn't left you. The intricate detail that goes with this is options. Okay, so yeah, you're looking at the options that you have, but you understand that even though it appears as if you have multiple options, there's only one right decision. So you're thinking, and it's like you're looking through all of those false ideas and looking for the right one. So you're in a stance of taking whatever knowledge it is that you are gaining from your insight and your intuition and what you learned from that past experience you had, and you're moving towards making that right decision. So you're going from thinking about it and looking at what it is that you need to do. And this is going to lead to you being triumphant over whatever it is that you faced. Yep, so you took that energy, you took those lessons, and you moved on. You're moving above the fray, which is going to lead to the second major event, which is you facing whatever hardship. You're facing whatever hardship you experience, and you're taking that information that you learned and you're going to work on the thing that has garnered you success. But the thing about it is, don't become such a workaholic that you forget about your heart. So even though you may be facing a heartbreak, that doesn't mean just totally engulf yourself in your work and turn your back at your heart. Because no matter how far you go away from whatever this broken heart is, if you don't address it, then it won't be fixed. So don't thrust yourself into some new thing while your heart is being broken. Take your time. Again, remain balanced, and remember, whatever it is that broke your heart doesn't mean that you're giving up, doesn't mean that you're in a place of defeat. Take whatever it is that you can learn from it and build on top of that. But don't become a workaholic where you're not facing whatever it is that you have going on internally. And that's going to lead to you making movement. So yeah, you already understand that you have to go inside to look at your emotions. And you may have a friend that comes in, someone who wants to be a shoulder for you to cry on. They're strong, they're independent, they're in a state of love, they have this softness for you. And that's gonna lead to that's going to lead to, so this friend, well, on the one end, you taking a look at that broken heart and you going internal. This water always makes me think of emotions. Even though this is the Knight of Staff, this makes me think of emotions. So you taking that trip inside to deepen your understanding and pulling out what it is that you could learn, you actually facing your problems, and having a healthy balance of facing your problems and working hard, you're going to be able to build on something. Yeah, because you made that decision. You spoke it into existence. You were stern. You didn't allow whatever broke your heart to break you. You used it to be abundant. You used it to look deeper into who you are. And in that, you became abundant. So you took that pain and used it for your better, which this individual who was coming in with some emotion, with some love, they showed up. They showed up. So there's whatever it is that broke your heart, you having the ability to alchemize that energy and not allowing anything around you to make you feel like you're weak or that you needed to give up. Because remember, it says detachment is not about giving up, but about releasing what no longer serves you. So, whatever it is that wanted you to feel like there was no justice coming in, which is those individuals around you, as long as you stay in a clear mental space of about what it is that you can build from whatever tried to break you, you'll be triumphant. And in you doing that work to build on your heart, you're almost complete. You see 98, you're at 98%. So you're almost complete. But in doing that work, there's going to be someone who comes in and sees you as being this shining star that wants to be a shoulder to cry on. But also remember, do not be like the damsel in distress, the person who needs someone in order to be okay. Because whenever those type of relationships start, that isn't something that is rooted in health. So if you show a balance, you know how it says that you're going to be in balance. It says allowing you to maintain independence and balance. You maintaining independence and balance, but being honest about what it is that you feel is going to bring you financial abundance. And that person who was watching, who was that friend, they want to offer you love, but they don't want to offer you love in a way that takes away from everything that you have built on your own. You see how they're looking away? It's like, I want to come in and I want to offer you something that is genuine, that is honest, that is relaxing, because you are deserving of that love, which is going to lead to the fourth major event, hostilities. So it seems as though those people who were watching you, hoping that you fall, are going to have something negative to say. They're going to have these swords. So where they use energy to try to make you feel and think like you weren't worthy, they're going to actually start to use their words. And with them using their words, the detail of that is you have to maintain a balance of not getting in a state of mental anxiety. Do not let the outside words or thoughts infiltrate what it is that you have internally. Okay? You see how that's 9 and that's a 10? 10 of Swords, a 10 is normally a completion of an era. So with this completion of an era, again, with the completion of an era, which you know it would be a completion of an era, because as you see, 6 plus 2 or 2 plus 6 is 8, and then there's a 9, right? This is that cycle. And when you actually look at it, that 8 and 9 and that 9 and 8, that shows you that that is a cycle that you must break through. Breaking through not addressing how you feel, and allowing outside factors to play a role in who you are. You got it. Because again, That 9 and that 1 equals 10. So by you going inside and meditating and allowing yourself to not let the outside words penetrate who you are. And what I see is you have been through this enough to the point where you have learned a lesson as to not let outside factors affect you. That's where that detachment comes in, right? So you have to be able to have a healthy balance of detachment in the month of March, Capricorn, when it comes to whatever it is that has tried to destroy you mentally, that has tried to destroy you with its words. You have to keep it out. You have to be the king of your castle. You have to guard your heart. And I feel as though you've learned the lesson. So to end this cycle out, yeah, go inside. You have to take stock of what are these things that affected you. Go inside, pray, go to your ancestors, and figure out what it is that you feel internally and how it is that you want to show up. Do some moon healing. Some moon healing could be very good for you. And remember to remain balanced and detached. And being detached is not giving up, but releasing what no longer serves you. So identify what no longer serves you in a state of prayer and free yourself from it. You deserve to be free, Capricorn.